In the quiet, tech-savvy neighborhood of Santa Clara, California, an unthinkable crime shattered the peace. Liren Chen, a respected Google engineer, was charged with the brutal murder of his wife, Xuanyi Yu. The incident not only left their bedroom drenched in blood, but also left the community grappling with the dark realities hidden behind the facade of a seemingly perfect life. This narrative delves deep into the twisted tale of betrayal, rage, and tragic consequences, unraveling each layer with suspense and gripping detail. Liren Chen and Xuanyi Yu were the quintessential tech couple. Both hailed from prestigious backgrounds, having attended Tsinghua University in Beijing before pursuing advanced degrees at the University of California, San Diego. They were the embodiment of success, with Liren working as an engineer at Google and Xuanyi managing a promising career in the biotech industry. They purchased a beautiful home in Santa Clara, a testament to their hard work and dedication. Their neighborhood was one of tranquility and affluence, filled with fellow tech professionals and families enjoying the fruits of Silicon Valley's prosperity. Neighbors often saw the Chens engaging in evening strolls, attending community events, and hosting gatherings. To the outside world, their life was perfect, a model of modern success and happiness. Despite the outward appearance, cracks began to show in the Chen household. Friends and colleagues noticed subtle changes in their demeanor. Liren seemed increasingly stressed, often staying late at work or appearing distracted during social events. Xuanyi, once vibrant and engaging, became more withdrawn and isolated. Speculations arose, but no one could have predicted the dark undercurrents beneath the surface. The relationship between Liren and Xuanyi was far from the harmonious picture they presented. Arguments over career pressures, financial stresses, and personal insecurities began to escalate. Liren's growing obsession with control and success clashed with Xuanyi's desire for independence and fulfillment. Their once shared dreams began to diverge, leading to frequent and intense conflicts. On a seemingly ordinary night, the tensions reached a boiling point. An argument erupted in their bedroom, one that neighbors later reported hearing but did not intervene in. The details of the fight are shrouded in mystery, but it culminated in a horrific act of violence. Liren, in a fit of uncontrollable rage, attacked Xuanyi, beating her mercilessly until she succumbed to her injuries. The scene that greeted the police the next morning was one of unimaginable horror. Responding to a welfare check requested by concerned colleagues, they found Liren sitting on the floor covered in blood, his hand swollen and bruised. Xuanyi's lifeless body lay nearby, the room a testament to the violent struggle that had ensued. Blood spatter covered the walls and floor, a grim indication of the brutality of the attack. The investigation was swift and thorough. Forensic experts meticulously documented the crime scene, collecting evidence that painted a chilling picture of the night's events. Blood samples, fingerprints, and the murder weapon, a heavy object used to inflict fatal blows, were all catalogued. The sheer brutality of the crime left investigators and the community in shock. Under intense interrogation, Liren confessed to the murder. His account was chilling. Driven by a mix of rage and frustration, he had attacked Xuanyi in a blind fury. He admitted to striking her repeatedly, his rage fueled by pent-up anger and resentment. His hand injuries were self-inflicted during the assault, a grim testament to the violence of the act. Liren Chen was formally charged with the murder of his wife, Xuanyi Yu. The charges included first-degree murder, given the premeditated nature of the attack and the extent of the violence. The prosecution prepared a strong case, supported by forensic evidence, witness testimonies, and Liren's own confession. The trial was a media spectacle, drawing widespread attention due to the couple's high-profile status. The courtroom was filled with journalists, community members, and family friends, all eager to see justice served. The prosecution presented a detailed narrative of the events leading to the murder, highlighting Liren's growing instability and the tragic culmination of his violent tendencies. Liren's defense team faced an uphill battle. They argued that the murder was a crime of passion, fueled by years of accumulated stress and emotional turmoil. They sought to portray Liren as a man pushed to the brink, driven by external pressures and personal demons. Psychological evaluations were presented, suggesting Liren suffered from severe mental health issues exacerbated by the high-stress environment of Silicon Valley. After weeks of testimony and deliberation, the jury reached a verdict. Liren Chen was found guilty of first-degree murder, the evidence overwhelming and irrefutable. The judge, acknowledging the severity and brutality of the crime, handed down a life sentence without the possibility of parole. The verdict brought a sense of closure to many, but also left a lingering sense of sorrow and disbelief. The community struggled to reconcile the image of the successful, seemingly happy couple with the horrific crime that had shattered their lives. Discussions on mental health, domestic violence, and the pressures of high-stakes careers became more prominent, spurred by the tragic events. The aftermath of the crime left deep scars on both families. Xuanyi's family, devastated by her loss, struggled to come to terms with the violent end to her life. Liren's family, grappling with the reality of his actions, faced a future overshadowed by his imprisonment and the stigma of the crime. The case of Liren Chen and Xuanyi Yu highlighted critical issues that need addressing. It underscored the importance of mental health support, especially in high-pressure environments like Silicon Valley. It also brought attention to the often hidden issue of domestic violence, even among seemingly successful and stable individuals. In the wake of this tragedy, advocacy groups called for greater awareness and resources to address mental health and domestic violence. The case served as a stark reminder of the potential for hidden turmoil behind closed doors and the devastating consequences it can have. The story of Liren Chen and Xuanyi Yu is a tragic tale of love turned violent, a stark reminder of the fragility of human relationships under pressure. It calls for a deeper understanding of the factors that lead to such extreme actions and a commitment to providing support and resources to prevent future tragedies. As the community continues to heal, the memory of Xuanyi Yu serves as a poignant reminder of the need for compassion, understanding, and action in the face of domestic violence and mental health struggles. If you have watched this far, hope you have liked this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to give us some motivation to cover many such cases.